Yes.
So wait, can I go back to my Poland question?
Oh, yeah,
Because
and then I'm going to you next.
unless
Yes.
they want to stay in a row.
No, 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 go ahead.
Well, it's just that you say that Ukraine is the situation is
Just
why
one example.
One example of
Afghanistan's another.
But using Ukraine as an example would seem to be problematic because the Russians have actually annexed Crimea.
But you asked what our relationship was based on, and I said shared values and shared interests, and
Right.
Finding a better path forward for Ukraine, where Russia is not able to do the kind of things we see them do, is a shared challenge we are confronting together.
Right, but my question wasn't about what the relationship with Poland is based on.
That's
is why.
exactly what you asked.
No, it's not. I was asking why the person, whoever said these things, is wrong. And the person who said these things said that the relationship between Poland and the U.S. is worthless, and that it in fact can hurt because it creates a false sense of security. I didn't ask about whether there were shared values.
Well,
and
but
I don't
that's
think
why he's wrong about the first part. Whoever this was on this tape, that it's
Right.
useless because we have shared interests and we are working to confront them together.
But shared interest doesn't mean that doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is worth anything, does it? I mean, that's the reason that there is a relationship. It doesn't add value.
Well,
to
I think
it.
you've also seen the president and the secretary talk quite a bit about reassurance of our allies since the situation in Ukraine, and we've taken
Right.
steps to shore them up. So that's when we talk about security of countries like Poland, we've taken concrete steps to say we will stand by our allies in the face of Russian aggression in this region. So
Well,
that would
right,
seem to be
except
worth
that-
something.
Well, yeah, but what you have done in response to what you claim as what you say is Russia's illegal annexation of
Absolutely.
Crimea is sanctions, which may or may not be having the desire. They certainly don't.
I think most economists
haven't-
would disagree with that notion. I think they've been pretty clear they are having an effect.
Well,
On the Russian economy, at least.
yeah, but they haven't had any effect on who runs Crimea.
Well, look.
Russia hasn't said, "Okay, Uncle,
Again,
enough.
Russia
We're going
has
to
a
pull out
decision.
of Crimea."
Russia has a decision to
because
make.
of
They
it.
can continue running their economy into the ground and hurting their own people, or they can take steps to uphold their obligations under international
But
law.
that's not my question, Marie. Marie, I'm trying to figure out why it is that the Poles should take heart from policy, from Ukraine being an example of the great value of a relationship with the United States and NATO, when the United States and NATO haven't done anything, at least effectively, to get the Russians out of Crimea.
I think we've taken a number of steps to reassure allies like Poland, including deploying detachments of U.S. planners to augment their capabilities, to reassure them of their security in the face of Russian aggression. I think we've taken a number of concrete steps in Poland and elsewhere.
Isn't one big difference between Poland and Ukraine?
Well, it's a
that
NATO
Poland's in
ally,
NATO
yes,
and
but
Ukraine is not?
Absolutely.
Well,
but
fair
we are
enough,
confronting Russian aggression in Ukraine in part by reassuring our NATO allies and taking concrete steps to show them we will stand by them.
Okay. Do you know, is anyone from the embassy or this building trying to follow up to find out if, in fact, Mr. Sikorsky
I'm
said this
happy
stuff?
to check. I don't know. Yes.